Hi, I'm Taylor Gamari, and I am an English teacher here at East. This is my first year teaching at St. Charles East and my first time nominating a student for the Breakfast of Champions. So I was really eager to be able to pick out one of my students and show and put them on the spotlight for what I enjoy and appreciate with them in my own classroom. The student that I am nominating for the Breakfast of Champions in the English department is Tatum Newell. She is in my fourth period world mythology class. Something that stood out to me about Tatum that I think means a lot to me is not only how prepared and how much she stands up to reach her potential, but also her attitude and responsiveness to the activities and materials we have in class. The first things that I noticed about her was not only her willingness to ask questions, but to also have a positive attitude and not let that steep down depending on if she's confused or if there's something missing in class. So, Tatum is always one of the first people to join our Google Meet online. She always says hello, asks how things are going, and she like listens and really knows what's going on. For example, I had some issues with my computer and she was the only student that stayed on after, and she said, "I hope you get it figured out. I'm sorry you're having those issues. It must be frustrating." And she just is the one student that will take the time to talk to you before or after class, even if it doesn't relate to what you're actually doing in class. Tatum is also very responsive in the fact that if I'm asking yes or no questions, she'll always be the one to just be like, "Yes, Miss G," or "No." Um, she's always willing to unmute her mic if it's just a simple question versus questions that are more critical thinking. So, regardless of if it's something easy or difficult, she always tries her best to be engaged in response to what is going on and what I'm asking. And she's always that one student's like, "I know I already participated, but if nobody else has anything to say, I do," which is something that I really appreciate because I love having communication in class. Another thing about Tatum that I love is that she is not afraid to stand out. Like I said, only asking questions, but also keeping us on track. For example, like I said, I'm a huge communicator and talker, and our class is right before our lunch break. So I just like to talk to them. And sometimes Tatum will say, "Miss G, we're about to go on lunch, just so you know, so we don't go over class." And so it's just nice to have somebody like that that is easygoing and is there for class the whole time, not only to talk about the things that are important, but things like personal or fun things to get our class going and to get it in a more a positive light. So I just appreciate having Tatum in class because it shows that there are students that are still hardworking that will advocate for themselves and ask questions and be very responsive, but that also have a positive attitude and that are wanting to be in class and wanting to raise their hand and talking about fun stuff that we can talk about. So, thank you, Tatum, for being an awesome student, and I love having you in World Mythology.